Hello, I'm Zagone with Northwest Winterfest.
My name is Ildikó Kalapács. I'm from Hungary. So in the countryside, many people do pig slaughter. Usually it's a family event, a neighbor event. So they slaughter a pig and then they use the neighbor's help to just cut up the pig and then make usually sausages and use every part of the pig. That's one of the rituals. But for Christmas, usually we have fish soup and stuffed cabbage, and then a bagli, like it's a puppy seed roll. So those are the most popular. So I grew up in the socialist era, but all people kept their traditional decorations and different kind of rituals. So people went to church. So the church was very nicely lit. Also, they did lots of singing, and then they have the Christmas tree, of course, very plainly decorated. We have candy on it, and we had candles on it. So that was just so much fun, and we burned down the Christmas tree one time using the candles. And so the family, usually the parents decorate it, so it's a secret, and the children are just delighted to see the tree, and then they can see all the gifts underneath the tree, and then when the parents give them permission, they can open the present. So that's a big deal. So in the cities, people dress up very nicely because they meet with family and close friends, and usually when people do festive things, they dress up, they put on their best clothes, and that's very important. In the villages, the last 30-40 years, traditional clothing came back, so people wear it sometimes during the day between holidays too, but sometimes they have special clothes in a village for a special holiday. So they would wear something for the wedding, but something for a funeral, or something for Christmas differently. So it's very popular right now. So during Advent or before Advent in the villages, they have different theater rituals where they do theater about the three kings and Jesus and then Mary, and they have set answers and set kind of questions, and they play it at the house. They dress up according to the roles. So that would be, I would call it almost like a pagan ritual, pagan Christian ritual. So I arrived in the US in 1987, and I've been in Spokane since 1992. And I really loved this place. It was hard to love it, but because I was in culture shock. But I feel that now I'm between places, and I am a Hungarian American artist. I also used to do folk dance, but now with my husband we teach folk dance related issues and also village culture. So I've been doing Hungarian folk dance since I was 8, and I became addicted to the dance. It was very hard the first year, but it's kind of, I don't know if you have an addiction. You know, some people love to read or some to travel, and so that's my comfort zone. And I did lots of folk dance participations in Hungary, and then I met my husband in Budapest in 86, 87. We came here back, and we started a folk dance group here. And after that expired, both of us started to do more culture anthropology, meaning we visited different villages and we did research there, met people and recorded. And we have taught internationally that research. Christmas time is a little bit different in the villages than in the city. In the city, people dress up very formally and stay with family and close friends. Of course, they go to the city to shop and see the festive lights, but it's both in the villages and the cities, it's more about slowing down, reconnecting with family and close friends, and just being together. Lots of things evolve around food. That's very important, making food together, or treating your friends and family to good food and eat it together, feeding other people. Those are very important things. So I'm a visual artist also. I started to do art since I was 14 years old. I went to an art high school in Hungary, which was one of the most prestigious art high schools. I learned most of my skills there. Free hand drawing, sculpting, I did stone carving. I used different materials for that. And I learned more about painting here when I came to the US. And so I kind of straddle both cultures because my skills came more from Hungary, more traditional teaching, and also lots of art history. And here in the US, I got the permission to think freely and more associate freely in art, in associate images. So both cultures helped me tremendously to become who I became. So I use lots of female or male figures in my work because I'm also a dancer and I'm very interested in those metaphors, how we move, how we express each other, how we have relationships. And lately also I became very interested in environmental issues because I have a family back at home. My husband has grandchildren. I'm thinking about the future and the impact of our future environment, how healthy it's going to be for the future generation. So I create some of the artwork about that. Boldog karácsonyt kívánok! Merry Christmas!